without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a Coca-Cola. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring over you.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready, break.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And a confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, They're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The Packers take over first at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 8-3 now. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Jones. He's got Granson over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Kylen Granson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And this returnable for Rager. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones to throw on third down.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He could also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers.
Javonte Williams.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Lawrence. Got his man. It's London.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Over the middle, caught by London.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On first down, Lawrence.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 61 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Williams brings it in.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Chiefs get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 152 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kylen Granson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. deploys the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got Granson, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
operating from the gun. Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield. Come on, set.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Lawrence.
That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Got London on the slant.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Back to throw. Lawrence on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for two. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the post.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they were able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking.